operatives, special intervention squad, and conventional officers to worship centers, highways, motor parks, and public spaces. The IGP also extended Easter greetings to Christians, urging Nigerians to remain vigilant and cooperate fully with security agencies. The force says nationwide patrol, surveillance, and intelligence-led stop-and-search operations have been intensified to deter crime throughout the Easter period. Emergency response lines have also been activated to ensure prompt reporting of suspicious activities. The police chief assured citizens that all necessary measures are in place for a hit-free Easter celebration. Now, the FCT Police Command says it has deployed 1,803 personnel and operational assets to churches and recreational centers across the territory to maintain law and order during the Easter celebration. In a statement by the Force Public Relations Officer Josephine Ade, the command says the deployment is meant to reinforce existing security arrangements and guarantee the safety of worshippers and residents. The strategy includes visibility, policing, intelligence-led operations, coordinated patrol, and continuous monitoring to prevent and detect criminal activities. Explosive ordnance disposal units have also been assigned to conduct a routine sweep of major public recreational facilities. The Commissioner of Police, Ahmed Mohammed Sanusi, in his Easter message, he urged residents to embrace peace, unity, and mutual respect while appealing for sustained cooperation with security agencies. Now, President Bola Tinubu and his wife Oluremi Tinubu have called on Nigerians to embrace unity, sacrifice, and compassion as the country marks the 2026 Easter celebration. In his message released on Friday, the president congratulated Christians in Nigeria and across the world, noting that the season commemorates the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ, symbolizing the redemption and hope for humanity. He said the significance of Easter resonates with Nigerians' current realities as the nation continues to grapple with economic challenges and security concerns, even as efforts are being intensified to address them. President Tinubu acknowledged the sacrifices of members of the armed forces and assured that this administration is providing the needed resources and strengthening foreign partnership to tackle terrorism and banditry. The president also referenced his recent visit to Jos, where he met with the victims of violence in Plateau State, expressing sympathy and reassuring them of improved security, noting that security agencies have given strong assurances of progress. He further called for political maturity as the country approaches another electoral cycle, urging political actors to adhere to the Electoral Act and prioritize peace, stability, and national interest. In a separate Easter message, the wife of the president, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, encouraged Nigerians to extend compassion to the vulnerable and promote love and unity, noting that the resurrection of Christ offers hope for a better future. Now, the National Orientation Agency, NOA, is urging Nigerians to embrace love, tolerance, and unity as the nation marks the Easter celebration. The Director General, Lanre Issa Onilu, says these values are more crucial than ever, especially with Nigeria still grappling with the threat posed by terrorists and other criminal groups, citing the recent attacks, including bombings in Maiduguri and an assault in Jos. Issa Onilu warned that the country continues to face significant security challenges. He assured Nigerians that the government's effort to curb insecurity remain ongoing, but stressed that national unity is most powerful tool against terrorism. He appealed to religious leaders, traditional rulers, and community influencers to promote peace and tolerance, while urging the media and civil society to help counter divisive narrative. According to him, the terrorists are the common enemy of all Nigerians, regardless of faith or background. Issa Onilu extended Easter greetings to Christians nationwide, expressing hope that the season will inspire renewed faith, healing, and harmony as the country works to overcome its security challenges and strengthen national unity. And as Christians around the world observe the Holy Week, this sacred period marking the passion, the death, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ, where churches feel and reflection deepens. From Palm Sunday to Good Friday and Easter Sunday, the season raises a key question: is holiness seasonal or a daily commitment? Our correspondent Enemana Ocheme in this special report explores the deeper meaning of Holy Week and the call to live it beyond the moment.
Holy Week holds deep spiritual significance for Christians, especially in Catholic, Anglican, and Orthodox traditions, where its sacred rites are most pronounced. It reflects on the final days of Jesus Christ, when the Paschal mystery is celebrated as Christ is the Lamb of sacrifice, altar of sacrifice, and the priest that offers the sacrifice. The week begins with Palm Sunday, marking his entry into Jerusalem. It includes the Chrism Mass, where sacred oils are blessed and priests renew their commitment before their local bishops. Holy Thursday commemorates the washing of the disciples' feet and the institution of the Holy Eucharist, the source and summit of the Catholic faith.
Do this in memory of me.
Good Friday marks the crucifixion, while Holy Saturday is observed in quiet anticipation of the resurrection. Clergies in Kano say the message is clear: holiness must extend beyond Holy Week into daily life.
We are calling it Holy Week because it was a time that we commemorate the time that Christ used to go through all he went through for our salvation. Our life should be the life of holiness as we live daily in the world.
It is good to always remember these are the activities around this week that brought us to where we are now as children of God.
Despite the packed spiritual calendar, some clergy worry that many faithful still miss key observance for personal activities.
So if you belong to the denomination that practice the washing of feet, that practice the service of Good Friday, which will be marked also on Friday, there is no need you being in the market when the service is going on.
And that at the end of the day, as we believe in his passion, death, and resurrection, and him who God has sent to us, we are also saved from all that separates us from God.
Amid global tensions, including conflict in the Middle East and Nigeria's socio-economic challenges, there are renewed calls for prayer, peace, and reflection for a country in distress.
All over the world, we should pray for the peace all over the world, because whatever affects the whole world affects this country.
This Holy Week is a time for us to have reflection, resilience, and trust in God, believing that no matter the challenges, there will be resurrection, which we will be celebrating next Sunday.
As the season unfolds, the message of Holy Week remains clear. Faith must be lived, not just observed, because Holy Week is not just a date on the calendar. It is a way of life. Enemana Ocheme, AIT News, Kano.
Well, in the course of the bulletin, we'll be having a clergyman who is based here in Abuja weighing on some of the issues that have been raised in that report celebrating Easter. And for now, the Nasarawa State Police Command has launched a manhunt for those behind a deadly communal attack that left at least 11 people dead and several homes destroyed in the Udege development area. The Commissioner of Police, Shetima Jaro Mohammed, visited the affected communities of Akawa and Udege Kasa, where he expressed deep sorrow and extended condolences to the families of the victims. The attack, believed to be a reprisal linked to tension between Apo and Fulani groups, occurred on April 3. 11 people were killed, about 50 houses burned in Kawa, and 2 destroyed in Degbe Kasa. The Commissioner of Police condemned the violence and ordered tactical team to track down all perpetrators. While security has since been reinforced in collaboration with the military and the NSCDC personnel. A stakeholders meeting was held during the visit, urging residents to remain calm and support investigators with credible information. The police say normalcy has returned and measures are in place to prevent further attacks. Now, residents of Jos, the Plateau State capital, are expressing cautious optimism after Thursday's condolence visit by President Bola Tinubu. The president arrived to commiserate with the victims of the Palm Sunday attack in Kwaba, which claimed at least 28 lives. While many appreciate the federal government's new commitment to deploy AI-enabled surveillance, others have raised concerns over the nature of the visit, which was held entirely at the airport.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu landed at the Yakubu Gowon Airport in Haipang under heavy security. This visit follows the tragic March 29 gun attacks in Angwarukuba district of Jos North. While in Jos, the president held a town hall meeting with stakeholders, including Governor Caleb Mutfwang, traditional rulers, religious leaders, and bereaved families. He vowed that the incident will not repeat itself and directed security chiefs to immediately hunt down the perpetrators. However, the visit sparked controversy among some locals. While some welcomed the president's personal presence, others questioned why he did not visit the affected community for a first-hand assessment.
We do not have access to the information at his disposal. We do not know why he did not come into town, but chose to have all of the meetings and everything at the airport.
President trying to say that the hospitals, the place, Plateau, is not safe for him to go.
Whether the security have given some intelligence that if he come to the city, something might have happened to him. But actually, as a Plateau citizen, we would have loved the president to come to the where was attacked.
A major highlight of the visit was the president's announcement that the federal government will deploy a network of over 5,000 AI-enabled digital cameras across Jos to enhance intelligence gathering and surveillance.
I think this will go a long way in helping out, not just in the area of insecurity, but also crime prevention as well.
It's, at least to me, if you want me to score that, it's just 30% solved of the problem.
The CCTV alone cannot solve this situation. I think the security personnel should be up and doing.
As the city slowly regains its calm, residents are urging security agencies to match the president's promise with actionable results. Walkes Kwakfoot, AIT News, Jos.
The FCT Commissioner of Police, Ahmed Mohamed Sanusi, has visited victims of the building collapse in Jikoi in Abuja as rescue operations continue. Accompanied by the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations, the CP, had earlier mobilized a rescue team to the site. The area was cordoned off and a coordinated operation commenced, were later supported by NEMA, the Red Cross, the Federal Fire Service, the FCT officials, and the CGC Construction.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate occurrence. I'm an engineer. We woke up to this situation. We called that there's an unfortunate happening of a building collapse. We had to rush here to ensure that the place is cordoned and then those trapped have been safely evacuated. And as you can see, that's what we have been doing since our arrival here. Some persons have actually been evacuated from under the debris. Some will not escape unhurt, but
Our preliminary findings show that 17 workers were on site when the building caved in. But so far, 8 victims have been rescued and taken to Sisters of the Nativity Hospital in Jikoi for treatment, while 9 others escaped unhurt. While search and rescue efforts are ongoing to locate anyone who may still be trapped. Now, grieved met gratitude and sacrifice found recognition as the leadership of the Nigerian Police Force gathered to honor officers who pay the ultimate price in the line of duty. At a solemn but symbolic ceremony in Abuja, the Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Disu, led the presentation of checks worth over 184 million naira to families of the fallen officers and injured personnel.
It was a moment heavy with emotion as 16 families stepped forward, not just as beneficiaries, but as bearers of sacrifice.
The presentation of these checks today, amounting to the sum of 184,889,097 naira, is not and can never be payment for a life lost. Rather, it's a symbol that the institution they serve remembers, a symbol that their sacrifice is valued and a symbol that will remain committed and stand by those that they left behind.
To the families, words may never be enough. Husbands, fathers, sons, even daughters, now remembered as heroes whose legacy lives beyond the uniform.
To our injured officers, who are also beneficiaries today, your courage is not lost. You have borne the physical and emotional cost of service to this nation.
As the Nigerian Police Force honors its fallen, the message resonates beyond the ceremony. Service to the nation may demand everything, but it will not be forgotten. Ada Ononye, AIT News, Abuja.
The Cross River State Police Command has rounded off activities marking the 2026 National Police Week with renewed emphasis on community partnership, civic responsibility and the welfare of officers and their families. The week-long program, which featured a blend of public engagement and humanitarian intervention, culminated into an emotional ceremony honoring officers who lost their lives in the active service.
Activities marking the 2026 National Police Week in Cross River State featured a series of community-focused engagements designed to strengthen trust between the police and the public. The program began with an environmental sanitation exercise and a free medical outreach at the Millennium Park in Calabar, aimed at promoting physical fitness, enhancing police presence, and encouraging closer interaction with members of the public.
I want to appeal to the members of the public to continue to give the police necessary cooperation as they have been doing.
The activities built up to a solemn celebration marking the presentation of 17 checks to 17 families, valued at over 9 million naira to families of fallen officers. Speaking on the sidelines of the presentation, the State Commissioner of Police Rashid Afegwa condoled with the bereaved families, urging them to remain resilient despite their loss.
What more can we do than to recognize them? May the good Lord continue to confront them. That's part of what we signed for in this job. So we leave everything in the hands of God.
One of the beneficiaries, a son of a late inspector who received the check on behalf of his family, commended the IGP and the State Command.
I actually thank them for giving us this check. I actually feel good because this check now is going to solve a lot of problems.
In Emesat Ifiok, AIT News, Calabar.
DA Communications PLC have named veteran broadcast journalist High Chief Mahmoode Akuga as the new Managing Director and CEO of AIT News 24. Chief Akuga returns to the group with a proven record of excellence marked with strategic and radical reforms with the objective of repositioning the station as Nigeria's premier news broadcaster. While having previously served as a Zonal Director for the South-South and the Managing Director of DA Venture Services, he's widely credited with turning around every department he has led. His profile and wide industry experience is considered crucial to guiding AIT News through its transition period and establishing its influence both as a media brand and business venture. His appointment takes immediate effect. You're still watching AIT Report. Let's take a moment, return with more reports. Please stay.
The stories now break online. Don't miss anything from our real-time updates and exclusive content. Follow and participate in discussions on live TV studio programs to shape the narratives. Subscribe, engage, and share from AIT.live at AIT_online on X, AIT Online on Facebook, Official AIT Live on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads on YouTube. Stay connected with AIT. On air, online, on live.
Thanks for still staying with us. Now to health matters. Nigeria has taken a major step towards tackling newborn death with the introduction of an essential newborn care package designed to improve survival rates and strengthen care at the community level. Our health correspondent Ogom Ezendibu was at the event and now reports.
Nigerians' newborn mortality rate remains one of the highest globally, reflecting gaps in access to quality healthcare, especially in rural areas. In a move to address this high mortality rate is the reason the Center for Integrated Health Programs, together with the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, introduced a comprehensive package of guidelines, training tools and communication materials.
Despite the attention given to other ages across the spectrum, very little care is given to newborns. So having these guidelines available provide healthcare providers the information and the skills they require to help our newborns grow, to help them thrive.
A key feature of the package is the promotion of kangaroo mother care, a simple but life-saving method where mothers provide skin-to-skin contact for premature babies, especially in low-resource settings without incubators.
We want to prioritize, that as ministry, the maternal and neonatal death, that diseases are very poor. Giving you over 512 women that die from normal delivery, which is about to be a judge voting, out of 100,000 women that are delivering, is something that our country cannot take.
Participants believe if effectively implemented, the essential newborn care package could mark a turning point in Nigerians' efforts to ensure that more babies not only survive birth, but grow into healthy and productive citizens. Ogom Ezedimbo, AIT News, Abuja.
Nigeria's drive towards energy efficient and environmentally sustainable industries have received a boost as stakeholders gathered in Abuja for the 10th and final meeting of the Investment Committee of the Industrial Energy Efficiency and Resource Efficient Cleaner Production Project. The project, funded by the Global Environment Facility and implemented by UNIDO in partnership with the government and industry stakeholders, targets key manufacturing sectors including food and beverage, textile, metal and petrochemicals.
Gathered here are regulators, financiers, development partners and industry representatives. They are here to assess the legacy of the GEF UNIDO Industrial Energy Efficiency and Resource Efficient Cleaner Production Project in advancing sustainable industrial practices in Nigeria, and also to chart a pathway for sustaining its impacts beyond the implementation phase.
We are hopeful that we should be able to formulate new projects that will benefit from what experience we have gained, build on the successes made, and also see how we can scale up the impact of this project going forward.
Other speakers here.
Now, traders at the popular Oba Market in Benin City will soon begin to enjoy improved and modern facilities as a reconstruction work at the market near completion. The contractors handling the project, which was destroyed by the fire during the previous administration, has assured that the work will be completed within the next 2 weeks. The contractor made this known during Governor Monday Okwebulu's recent unscheduled visit to inspect the level and quality of work at the site.
Oba Market, located in the heart of Benin City, was gutted by fire during the administration of Godwin Obaseki, leaving traders with significant losses. During his electionary campaign, Governor Monday Okpebholo promised to rebuild the market to meet modern standards. The reconstruction has transformed the facility into a modern commercial complex designed to enhance trading activities and improve the business environment. The upgraded market features about 450 open shops on the ground floor, fitted with solar-powered lighting, ceiling fans, and other modern facilities designed to enhance comfort.
Right now we are at like at 90, 97, 98% work we have done. Upstairs we have almost done 100%.
The Edo governor, accompanied by members of his entourage, was taken on a guided tour of the facility by the project site manager as he inspected various sections of the reconstructed market.
You remember when we were campaigning, we said we were going to build this place. We build it back. And that is our promise. And that is the demonstration of what you are seeing here today. We are not joking. We are just here to work. And we continue to work for our people. And that is the essence why they voted us. To me, I am.
Governor Okpebholo also commended President Bola Tinubu for his steadfast support to the states, noting that such collaboration continues to drive development efforts. Here's Inarome, AIT News, Benin.
With that, to wrap up AIT Report at this time, thank you so much for watching. I am Oyedia Oro.